Okay, so in this section here, I just wanted to mention some points related to missing data. Here's what I'm doing. So first thing I'm doing is I'm making a copy of the movies because there actually is no missing data in this movie's data frame, so I can't really like demonstrate it because there's no missing values. And then what I do is I find in the genre column, I replace drama and fantasy with np.nan. And basically, what that indicates is it's missing. So this np.nan basically codes drama and fantasy to missing, right? Yeah, and then let's see what else am I doing. This mask here. This converts things to NA. This converts rows to NaN if their values between a certain range. So effectively, what I'm doing here is I'm removing certain genres and replacing them with missing value, and certain ratings and replacing those with a missing value. So this is all just data prep. All right. Yeah. So here we can see there's some NaNs in the rating. Anything, let's see here. What was the, yeah. And then the genres, there's some NaNs in the genres. Okay, so if you want to remove rows that have missing data, you can use the drop NA. If you use axis is equal to 0, what that's going to do is it's going to drop the I believe it's the rows, and if you that have missing data, and then if you do axis 1, it should be the columns. I might have that backwards. Let's see. Let's print it and see. Yeah, we're in a room. Let me comment out these first print statements here. Okay, cool. So yeah, so what this does is, if you drop NA axis equals 0, it removes any rows that had missing data in any columns, even if it's just one. So our original data set of 1,852 now has 1,420 records. And then this is the full number of rows, but it dropped columns. If you want to see the columns, I believe we could do that with movies drop C dot columns. I'm not 100% sure about that. Oh yeah, there we go. So these are the columns. Note now the genre is missing and my rating is missing because they had missing data. If in contrast, if we run this on movies drop, so just get the columns there. Oh, sorry, I have to put this in a print statement or it's not gonna continue. There we go. So you can see there still has all of the records there. Okay, this is showing you how to fill NA or replace NA values with something else. So here what I'm doing is I'm in the genre field, if it's NA, if it's null, I'm going to code it to unknown genre. Right? So looking at the syntax, this is a column that already exists in the data frame, and I'm using this method here. So it's effectively going to write over itself, right? So you could also write this into a new column, right? And then it'll maintain the original. Anyway, so that fixes that. So now we get unknown genre instead of missing or null. And this is an example for like numeric data. So we're basically replacing any of the missing values with the mean value, right? So it takes the mean of all the values that actually are there and then fills the missing ones with the mean. So now there's no gaps there. Now, Let's see. I think this is, yeah. So now, obviously, like in that case, that would be really flawed since we kind of just extracted out a range of values, so with it, and recoded them to null, so it would have messed up the mean. The point is, like, you got to be careful. It's not difficult to like deal with missing values like in code. What's more difficult is thinking about the appropriate way to do it. So if you decided to, for example, just not use records that had missing data, is that going to skew your results? Like, is there some bias or whatnot? And that stuff can get tricky. But that's outside of the scope of what we're looking at here.